I've been talking about The Simpsons a lot lately. I tend to get all involved in whatever it is I'm working on. I can confirm. But before I can put down the saxophone, slingshot, beer, broom, and pacifier, smash that subscribe button and let's break down the top 10 classic Simpsons episodes. It goes without saying, these can be interchangeable any day of the week. Although I believe the quality drops after season 11, I think the classic seasons is season 2 to 8. After that, although the episodes are still good, they lose something about them. Some magic. Ugh, I can't believe I just said that. This is when I classify classic Simpsons episodes. So let's stop procrastinating and jump in at number 10. And at number 10, we have Lisa's Substitute. Mainly for the dynamic between Lisa and her substitute, it's not an overly funny episode for The Simpsons, unlike a number of other episodes on this list, but it has a lot of heart. Lisa feels like she's met her role model, someone who connects with her and understands her. Her family aren't known for being intellectuals.
He cried at the end, never trying to hide his tears.
And Lisa has always felt like the odd one out. You can see in this episode Homer does care and does try, but they're just very different people. And that scene on the train, she's given that note. And Bart. I always saw myself in Bart.
What have I told you about encouraging him? When Bart wins approval for making a fool of himself, it makes him think that he's... Yay, Bart!
I was always the talker in class, and on my report card it usually said distracts others. Maybe that's why my mum didn't let me watch the show. This is the standout in not only season 2, but is a crucial episode in showing the great writing and depth that The Simpsons could be. At number 9, we have The Mysterious Voyage of Homer. You ever want a trippy episode? This is it. After eating some insanity peppers, Homer trips the out. A rare episode going deep into Homer's psyche. This episode makes the list purely for the chili cook-off scene. At number 8, Bart sells his soul. Probably one of my favourite Simpsons quotes.
Run, boy! Run! Run for your life!
Bart sells his soul to Milhouse until events start to make him question his inner self. Not only is this an example of the difference between The Simpsons and other family sitcoms with their layered jokes, it's also one of the deeper episodes that were seen in the earlier seasons. Number 7, 22 Short Films About Springfield. 22 Short Films About Springfield is one of those episodes that makes you realise the depth and growth of this show. Most shows have a cast of maybe a maximum of 6, but The Simpsons at the time were able to have a whole town of characters, and this episode shows it.
The most troubling are performing major operations with a knife and fork from a seafood restaurant.
But I cleaned them with my napkin.
As the name entails, this episode bounces between the characters, referencing Pulp Fiction and having such a weird YouTube trend of steamed hams.
Enjoy these hamburgers.
I just love how interconnected this episode is. Number 6, The Springfield Files. I love the classic Simpson parodies. They really find a way to mash the property with the Simpsons style of humour.
Do you understand?
Yes.
When Homer comes in contact with a mysterious figure, the X-Files team comes to investigate. Full of laughs and bringing in an array of classic Simpsons characters, this is a great episode.
I bring you love.
It's bringing love. Don't let it get away.
At the halfway point of number 5, we have Marge versus the monorail. After Mr. Burns has to pay a large sum of money to the city, the town of Springfield is conned into building a monorail. Written by Conan O'Brien, this episode has great laughs.
Are we gonna die, son?
Yeah, but at least we'll take a lot of innocent people with us.
A great song. And contains a great character voiced by the late great Phil Hartman.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such nature films as Earwigs, Ooh!
This episode was at one point number 1 on my list, and that just shows the high standard of which these episodes are at. At number 4, we have Lemon of Troy. Lemon of Troy is one of The Simpsons' best kid-centric episodes. When Springfield's lemon tree is stolen, Bart and his crew must go back to the rival Shelbyville to take back what was theirs, with Homer and his gang following to find them. This episode is packed full of self-referential jokes, with the constant parallels between the rival towns.
But Milhouse is my name.
But I thought I was the only one.
It also emphasizes my point that The Simpsons are in a simulation. Check it out. In the top 3, it's You Only Move Twice. You Only Move Twice is one of my favourite guest characters, Hank Scorpio. Paying homage to Bond films, The Simpsons move to a new town after Homer accepts a new job working for Hank Scorpio. This episode is all out laughs from beginning to end.
When you go home tonight, there's gonna be another story on your house.
And Homer's ability to not notice his surroundings makes this episode one of the greats. The runner-up at number 2 is Summer of 4 featuring 2. I love Lisa-centric episodes. She's portrayed as the deeper thinker, and so we tend to get deeper episodes. Lisa feels like the outcast, so she reinvents herself on summer vacation, she makes new friends, looks groovy and has many a quotable moment.
Oh, you like hanging out too?
Well, it beats doing stuff.
I can relate to this. My sister was a pretty quiet kid and I'd push her buttons. But every now and then it would be too far and...
I know exactly who I am. I am the sister of a rotten, jealous, mean little sneak. You cost me my only friends. You ruined my life. Hey, kids!
And now at number 1, Cape Fear.
Mark, you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask?
This is the top of a lot of people's lists, and for good reason. Riffing off the film of the same name, this has a great twist on the story with Sideshow Bob being released from prison and stalking the Simpsons, more specifically Bart. So the family decide to move to a houseboat and hide. And well, if you've seen the film, you'll know the rest.
But never, hardly ever, he's hardly ever sick at sea.
I haven't seen the original yet, but check out the one by Martin Scorsese. The classic Simpsons episode shaped an era, changed the landscape, and remains a prominent part in pop culture to this day. Nearly any episode could be in this top list, so now it's your turn. Tell me below your top 10 classic episodes, your favourites, or challenge me. My mind can be changed.
This is the most thoughtful thing anybody ever...
Sweet merciful crap! My car!
Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a like to let me know you like the content. Check out my Simpsons playlists, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, wherever you are in the world, wash your hands.